All right, traders, excuse me. This is Blake Morrow. You are listening to the Morning Edge webinar. I want to welcome you. Now, I'm assuming this is going to be a really, really crazy Friday. It's going to, the price action has obviously been, this is obviously a trader's market. So there's a lot of volatility at the moment, and that's going to feed into, Friday, regardless that we don't have any data. Today, it doesn't really matter. It's the question is, is the dollar going to be able to sustain these gains, or are we going to give up them going into the weekend? And I'm not sure what to really expect here. It's like I said, it's extremely volatile. You got to be on your toes. I think you got to be thinking really fast here. So let's go figure out where those prices are. I just pulled up the euro dollar just to kind of see where we're at. Okay, so the euro, if you look at the euro dollar and you look at the weekly chart, I retweeted it from Forex Analytics because I tweeted it out there, but I want you guys to see. If you connect the lows, even though the dollar index has broken out, the dollar index, the reason why the dollar index is breaking out is not because of the euro dollar, it's because of the US dollar Japanese yen at this point. Okay, the US dollar Japanese yen is really the catalyst at the moment that's driving the dollar higher. And wow, this pound and the euro are so weak right now. Pound new lows. Look at that crap. Holy cow. See, you got to be careful with this dollar. I mean, the dollar, you look at it and you go, it can probably bounce here or pull back here. But man, I look at the dollar and how it's acting against the euro and the cable. Eesh, it's it's a tough call. Okay, so here's the euro. We hit 161% extension, just same as the dollar index though. Post-election move. So you take the lows here to the high, 161% extension. We're basically we came within striking distance of it, but then you have this trend line that comes across these lows, right? And it comes basically right to the low that we posted today. I mean, roughly. Okay, what that really means to me is that we have to hold the lows, the overnight lows, all right, or the 161% extension. All right, so I'm going to write down 105.75 because if this and we're only 40 pips away. I mean, we could give up that support in a New York minute. It can be gone so fast. All right, 1.0575, and that is critical support for the euro. If that breaks, okay, this dollar is going to go really, it's going to squeeze, because you have to imagine right now there's a lot of people that are trying to fade this move, right? Oh yeah, futures just ripped higher too. There's a lot of people trying to fade this move. There's a lot of people out there going, all right, the dollar's gone way too far, too fast. It's the same conversation we had yesterday. Oh no, the euro, the dollar can't go any higher. It's way too overbought. This is it. It's done. Same conversation. Exact same conversation. Okay, so if the dollar could prove everybody wrong and just start ripping, all right, and just like it did yesterday. So anyway, resistance is this you want to take the downside pressure off the euro? We have to break above 106.60, whatever these lows are, 106.65. Period. End of story. 1.0665. That has to break. If not, this bearish trend, is relentless. It's relentless. You got, like I said, you got to be extremely, extremely careful at this point. All right, let's go over to the cable. Now, the pound, as you guys know, So yesterday during lunch money, somebody asked me, "Hey Blake, do you think the pound can play catch up with the euro?" I'm like, if this dollar continues to rally, which it's obviously has been happening, the pound is threatening, and we had so many multiple failures up here. I think that a lot of people have been playing the pound to the long side. I really do. I think a lot of people have been thinking, oh, the pound's holding up so well. This is the pound's time. Pound's going to really reverse here. Is it? Because I think if we break back below 123 and a quarter, the pound is toast. Okay. I mean, this is big. That was big resistance. Remember, this was a 618. For those of you that haven't been around, haven't been listening in, this was a 618. We hit it. We hit it. We hit it. And we finally broke out. Well, mind you, that's going to be big support on the way down. And if it breaks, you want to talk about giving the dollar another kick in the pants higher? We'll get another kick in the pants higher in the dollar if that happens. All right. So where's resistance in the cable? Well, we have to take the overnight highs, right? Because you see this trend line here, this blue one? Here, let's get rid of this one. See this one here? See that? Big rejection. So 124, I'm going to write down 124.40. $124.40. That's resistance. And we're in a range, but we're going to threaten to go bearish again. I know if you're long the cable, you're probably thinking, oh man, not bearish again. No. Yeah, possible. All right, let's go over to the Swissy. You know what I didn't do? Is when we were on break, I didn't pee, and I really got to pee. Not like you guys needed to know that, but I'm just letting you guys know. See, what other show do you listen to? I mean, whether it's a radio show, do you ever watch Bloomberg and a guy goes, hold on, I got to go pee. I'll be right back. No one ever does that, right? You know what that makes? This show is very special. Very special. That's right. If I got gas, I'm going to let it rip. Whether you guys like it or not. It's just going to happen. I can't hold it in. I can't contain that stuff. All right. So, what am I doing here? Oh, yeah. Okay. Here's the dollar Swiss. So the dollar Swiss, what's this 127% extension? What is that? Oh. Post-election move, 127% extension. We got a shooting star, but do we? Okay. That means this 101.20 is big time resistance. 1.0120. Looking at it yesterday, I was thinking yesterday, there is no way we're getting up there. I remember thinking that to myself. I'm like, there's no way we're getting up there this week. And we did. And it happened. So support right now, 100.60. Make sure you mute the microphone when you fart. No, thank you. I like to make sure you guys can hear it. And you're just lucky you're not sitting in the room with me, or I'd give you a Dutch oven. Yep. Yes, I would. You can laugh. You can laugh, but when your spouse or loved one does that to you, it's not so funny. Okay. All right, so Swissy's still bullish while we're above this breakout point here. Okay, let's go over to dollar yen. So I was just looking at the dollar yen a little while ago. I'm like, I should buy the dollar yen because we were sitting at that 38% retracement on an hourly. See that? 38%. 38% retracements are pretty normal when you're in a trend. They're normal shallow retracements before trend continuations. Um, we could dip to the 50% retracement right here, which would be, close to this breakout point. So I'm going to actually write down, I'm going to do this. I'm going to write down 109.75. I would be interested in buying the dollar yen at 109.75, frankly, if we can get there today. 109.75. Obviously, resistance is at 111. It's bullish. Um, Max says, Blake, take a sip of water if you need to pee. I drink water sometimes to surprise my liver. You mean your bladder? You want to surprise your liver? If you want to surprise your liver, go do a shot of tequila. That'll surprise your liver. Oh, I had to pee. Ooh, there's a shot of tequila. Oh, and your liver jumps out of your body. Yeah, but to surprise your bladder, you would take a drink of water, right? Oh, he says you don't get it. I'm a Pollock. That's funny. Okay, hey, wait, dollar yen dipping here. Um, oh, hold on. Bought the dollar yen, 95. I just paid 95 for it. So you gotta be fast. Just bought it at 95. I'm taking a swipe at it here, guys. It may get down in the 70s, but man, some selling coming in, some dollar selling coming in. 90, 89. See if we can get down there. 88. See, I think the dollar yen just came down here to take out some stops. That's what I'm thinking. 86. 85. Hold on. Dollar's coming under pressure here. And the euro popped up. Okay, 86 is the low in the dollar yen. Let's see if it gets down to 75. It's possible. I'm kind of thinking this was a stop run in the dollar yen. It's kind of stopping out everybody that bought at 111, or 110.50 or whatever. Okay, let's sit in that for a bit. Euro new highs. Look at that. Is gold ripping? Gold is bouncing. So are bonds. Bonds are bouncing too. Here comes the dollar. Look at the dollar index coming in. Let's see, the euro, where's that resistance in the euro? 106.65. Okay, we still got some distance to get there. Question is, are we going to get there? Okay, where was I at? Sorry, I got to continue on here. Dollar Canadian. You know, dollar CAD, where are we? Where am I? Oh, there it is. Okay, sorry. Dollar CAD. Let's take a look here. So Ron in our chat room, Captain Two Tenths, he was selling the dollar Canadian last night at 135.55. Really, really nice sale. Ron did a great job. One thing, if I was short the dollar Canadian, which I'm not, one thing I'd be a little concerned with right now with the dollar Canadian is it this last leg lower in the dollar Canadian didn't come down. Let's take this. The dollar Canadian is obviously very choppy. I'm not very comfortable with the dollar Canadian at all. See, this dollar yen's starting to pop right back up again. See, it's right back to my break even. So this is a 200 period moving average on an hourly. It's not great, but you can see how it has acted kind of like a magnet here. So we might have some support if we get down to 134.60. Okay. 134.60. Okay, let's keep that on the radar for a possible level of support for the CAD. Okay, resistance. Right, obviously, I'll just write the overnight highs, which is 35.67. So 135.70. Oops. Okay. And this is range bound. The Canadian, you want to talk about the least convinced currency pair, dollar pair, in my opinion, least convincing is the dollar Canadian right now. Okay. Let's go over to the Kiwi. I sold a little Kiwi. We're at a 50% retracement right now. I think what we have to, whoa, bonds are ripping right now. What a reversal in bonds. But, you know, we had a reversal like this 2 days ago in the bond market, and then it just gave it all up. Anyway, the 618 and the Kiwi of this drop comes in at 70.67. So it's like right here. I'll write down 70 is resistance. It's bearish, but what we did do is we posted a false breakdown thus far, which may end up being very significant. Okay, the dollar yen's almost at 75. We're at 80 right now. This bond market's ripping. 80, 79, we're almost at 75, guys. Then we just bounced. All right, where was I at? Sorry, I'll continue on here. Actually, you know what we'll do? What is this here? Yeah, this is at 70 level. See, that's that previous support right through here. This is daily support too. So that's going to be a big resistance on the way up. We're closing in on it. All right, support. I'm going to write down 70 cents, obviously. Oops. I don't think anybody expects that the Kiwi to break that support, but if it does, that means it's going to be very bearish. All right, I'll be back in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere, guys. I'll be back to continue. Hey guys and gals, this is Blake Morrow. You are listening to the Morning Edge webinar. I just actually sold my dollar yen, so well, I'm Forex Live and I are tweeting back and forth. Hold on really quick. Sorry, we're just talking back and forth really quick. Yeah, so I just sold my dollar yen. I sold it at 100.07. Actually, you guys can get a little bit better price if you sold it now. Just kind of, you got to be fast here. You got to scalp in and out of this stuff. It's not a. I don't think this is the time that you want to be like super, married to anything at the moment. You know what I mean? Okay. So where am I at? And I think the dollar is just basically going to spend today really consolidating these gains. But yeah, you look at the cable, look at the pound. It's almost new lows. New lows. What? Yeah, seriously. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay, where am I at? What was I doing? Excuse me, we just finished the Kiwi. Let's go over the Aussie. Pound. I want to go do analysis, but then what keeps happening is things keep moving. Pound's coming into some pretty key support here. All right. Let's go over to the Aussie. All right, so here's the Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar, the Aussie dollar, just so you guys know, is broken. Like, it's broken. While we're below 74.20, I mean, this was a big breakdown last night. You guys understand that this is huge. Like, if we stay below 74.20, there's not a whole lot stopping this thing. All right, and I'm gonna have to write that down. Okay, it's bearish. Okay, support. Well, let's figure out why we stopped here, because I want to know why. Oh my God, this cable, dude, seriously? The pound is just getting raped right now. I mean, I've got to think that the pound's got to, you got to be able to pick it up here soon. I mean, we went as low as 43. I mean, I wouldn't want to be short the cable down here, but for crying out loud. Whew, man, it's ugly. Um, all right. Sorry, let's go over to the Aussie. Let's figure out. I got to go back over to the. I think the cable is going to start to stabilize at some point. Well, we'll see. But let's figure out why the Aussie stopped where it stopped. See, the daily RSI isn't even oversold yet. Not even close. Let's see. That's beyond that extension. Beyond that extension. Everything that I see here points to a move to 73, sub 73.50. So, I mean, I'm going to have to write that down as support. Well, dollar yen still bid. Okay. So you can write down today's low, but I think we can actually get lower than that. Now, hold on. Let me take this really quick. The low here. All right, so we're probing the 618 right now. You see that? We're probing the 618. Dude, this pound is almost on lows again. My God. Okay. 73.50. I'm going to write that down. Remember, that's only 40 pips away, guys. We could get there in a blink of an eye, too. Pound. Oh my. Pound. New lows. I just got stopped out of my euro pound short. I was short euro pound. It's probably just moved far enough to stop me out. So look at this thing. False breakdown and a reversal. Son of a gun. Man, look at this thing. The pound's literally just getting destroyed in every which way, shape, or form. This is what I get for trying to play the pound to the long side. You see that? I mean, the pound. I warn. I was actually short the euro pound overnight. As I sit here and look at the pound, and I'm like, man, it's too dangerous to play it on the long side. And of course, I short the euro pound, so stopped out of that thing. I hate the cable. Hold on. For those of you who may have forgotten, obviously, I have. I absolutely hate trading the pound. I mean, this pound is just gnarly, like nonstop. What a piece of garbage. Okay. Anyway, Paulie says there's all sorts of support down here at 23.22. Yeah, whatever. Man. Okay. What was I doing now? We were finishing up. We did the Aussie. Let's go over to the dollar index. Okay, so the dollar index, well, I guess what we have to note is that we are at the 161% extension, all right, which is, obviously a big deal here. 161% extension on the cable or on the dollar. We'll mark down the overnight highs is 101.35. Support now is 1.0050, and I think we just need to let this thing settle. 100.50 support. 101 point, what did I say, 35? 35? 35 is resistance, and it is bullish, guys. Okay, let's go over to the peso. So I shorted some peso yesterday at 40, okay, at 2040. Now, I knew they were going to hike interest rates. I knew that if they only hiked I knew that when they hiked just a half a basis point, it was going to rally. So when it spiked up to 40, I shorted some, and we obviously went a little higher than that, but they are raising rates. So this is a 50% retracement right here. 2075 is resistance. And support is going to be 20, and that's major support right now. It is still bullish. I am definitely trading counter trend right now. Actually, it's 2015. You guys are going to have to hold on for just 1 second, please. Stand by. All right, I'm back. Wow, pound just continuing lower here. Pound hit new lows. Paulie said pound support is at 22. Let's see how strong that support is. All I know is it just, oh, it's a, here, 618. What is that? Hold on. Let's remove that. Let's remove this for a second. We're gonna have to redraw some of the stuff, so stand by. See that spike low? I don't know if I want to use that spike low here. We're at a 618 retracement, close to. Hold on. The 618 retracement comes in at 123.07, which may be tested. We'll see. I mean, this pound is absolutely just destroyed. Okay, we'll see if we can. I'm gonna write down 123.07. I mean, we're testing the 123.25 really. I mean, because remember this is that breakout point here. So we're really just kind of testing it, even though I mean we're literally on it right now. So we'll see if the pound can hold here. Okay, where am I at? Dollar Norwegian krona. God, the markets are moving so fast this morning. And the dollar Norwegian krona just came right down to support, and I didn't even see it. 852, resistance at 860. Now the 860 level is the 618. So look at this. Let's grab. I'm going to put this in. Okay. 852, 860. 852, 8.60. This is still bullish. All right. US dollar Swedish krona. Still going higher. All we're doing, guys, on this US dollar Swedish krona, all we're doing here is we're just following up this trend line every single day. Every single day. I mean, pound at lows. Euro's actually starting to give it up a little bit here too. You know, at this point, we're beyond the 127% extension here. The 161% extension comes in at 9. I mean, I'm just going to write down 930. So, not because it's a big resistance. It's just you know, I mean, it's just a round number now. Every day we just have to go look at, okay, previous resistance, current support, 921. And I'm going to put up 930 because if the euro doesn't about face and heads back below 106, this dollar Swedish krona is going to hit new highs. This, you know, the thing about this dollar Swedish krona, it's not giving anybody an opportunity to buy it. No one. You don't get an opportunity to buy it. You don't get an opportunity to sell or to exit your shorts. That's the thing. That's why this is a runaway freight train, because it's just not stopping. All right. Got some volatility today, man. All right, so the pound's finally starting to find some support down here. Paulie said there's support at 123.22. We went as low as 123.18. I was looking at 123.25. We're basically trying to hold right now. mean, does anybody know why the pound came unglued? Was it, um, does anybody know why it came under such pressure? Because I don't know. Robert says Theresa May can't trigger Article 50. The headline says Scottish and Welsh governments to be allowed to intervene in Supreme Court battle over how Brexit is triggered. Hmm. Scottish and Irish judges said something about needing to trigger Article 50. So there were headlines, because I missed the headlines. Because I was sitting here doing analysis with you guys, so I completely missed that. All right. Well, that would be it. But I don't know if that's going to hold the cable. I don't know. All right, stocks, bonds have look at the reversal in the 30-year today. Pound's almost at new lows, guys. Look at the pound. See, it's just at any given moment, guys. Any given moment, the pound can trigger. We got some news on Brexit. Pound triggers a bunch of selling. So that's the scary thing about trading the cable is that this news comes out and then there's nothing you can do. You're just a deer in the headlights. You just get stopped out. Like that. That's what happened with me with the euro pound.